It's Dakota from Band Banta, and I'm joined by Will from Polly, a band based in Perth, WA. Will, how are you feeling today?
Good. Thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah, of course. So, you've just released a new song called Doubt. How long has the band been sitting on this track for?
We've been sitting on the track for a couple months.
Yeah.
We started this single late last year, and we kind of wrapped up this whole EP in Jan this year. We recorded the whole thing with Andy Lawson. It's just second nature with him. We love recording with him. It's hard to think
Yeah.
about ever recording with someone else. So no, I've been waiting on this one for a while and trying to make sure everything's perfect, ready to go as best we can. So we're so happy that it's out, and yeah, we can't wait for everyone to hear it.
That's awesome. Because I hear it goes off live. You played it live a few times. What's the crowd reaction been like?
It's great. I mean, people definitely already across it. I guess that's why it felt like a good one to put out first. I think
Yeah.
people definitely know it already, which is always a good sign. It picks up the energy a bit, and we usually put it kind of at the moment in the middle of the set, and it's
Oh, really?
usually a good one that picks it up, keeps things going.
Yeah.
But I think we're so excited to be able to play it now that it's out. I think we've been very keen to get this one out, and yeah, hopefully people love it.
Awesome. Well, I've had a listen and I'm enjoying it. Have you got people that have been to a couple of poly gigs and been listening to the track that already knew the words before it was released?
I think so. I think particularly the chorus. I think a lot of people are
Yeah.
across that. We definitely approach songwriting with almost like as much of a pop influence as we can, kind of into the indie rock world. And I guess we kind of
Yeah.
we write with a little element of simplicity. I guess we try to keep things simple. So I think the chorus lyrics have stuck with a few people that have come to shows, and hopefully they're keen to pick up the rest of the songs.
Well, I guess that's good in a way, keeping it kind of simplistic because then more people can relate to the track and put their own experiences in the songs and, relate to the lyrics a little bit more.
Yeah, totally. I think keeping things simple is definitely something we aim for, and just I guess keeping songs as open as possible, and it means something to us, but you kind of allow for it to mean so many different things to different people, which I think is something we try to do.
Awesome. And in this track in particular, there's a bit of a clear narrative about the frustration and acceptance of certain situations. What was it like channeling these emotions into the songwriting?
It's good. I feel like the process, the way we kind of work, is it starts at home, like
Hmm.
starts with me at home in my room, and
Yeah.
the process is definitely getting quicker, but it's I still take my time and stuff. And by the time we get to the studio, it almost like I've completely forgotten about the meaning. But I think
Yeah.
the beautiful thing is when we kind of come out of recording and the process is done, being able to almost hear the way it's changed, and it's still the same meaning. I'm still talking about the same experiences and emotions, but
Yeah.
uh, it's awesome to see like how it can change in the process without you really realizing it.
Have you ever had like voice memos on your phone from when you were first thinking of ideas and then listening back to those, seeing how it's
Yeah,
changed?
absolutely. They usually sound like so bad.
Oh,
Um, it usually sounds so terrible, and nine times out of ten, I'm so glad that we have someone like Andy Lawson to just kind
yeah.
of fix things up. But no, it's cool to see,
Hmm.
and I think usually the way like I approach songwriting is just like an experience or a particular time that I want to talk about, and so it never really changes too much. But it's cool to hear how the process of recording the track can make you feel like a completely different way about the song.
Yeah, it'd be very cool to reflect on the evolution of a song. I feel like it's a little bit heavier in the drums compared to your other tracks. Did this come naturally with the sound of the track, or was it a conscious decision with those lyrics of frustration?
I think it was definitely a pretty conscious decision.
Okay.
I think the drums of this one are like a good indication of where we wanted to take our sound, and
Okay.
we've experimented pretty openly with our sounds so far. But I think particularly this track and why it feels like such a good single is the drums and the instrumentation as a whole kind of indicate where we want to take our sound, and I think that's quite
Oh,
reflective on the whole EP.
yeah.
Is yeah, a bit heavier, and I think the best word would be a bit darker. I think the whole EP kind
Yeah.
of feels like that. Yeah,
Oh, really? Because that's going to be really different compared to your first EP where it's quite light. Well, I guess,
yeah,
yeah, a little
yeah,
bit poppier and a bit airier and not as heavy in the guitars
yeah.
and drums.
I think we went in trying to make everything as loud as possible, really, and
Okay.
there's some dynamics moments in the EP, but I think quite a lot of it's quite up in your face, and I think we're
Yeah.
pretty happy with that sound. Yeah,
Okay, cool. Well, very much looking forward to it. Yeah, very keen to see what else is on this EP. For Doubt, you've also got a music video to accompany it. How do you think this music video kind of portrays the themes? Because it's got you guys playing, and then it's also got this kid like absolutely grinding on the half pipe, doing these sick tricks. What's kind of like the storytelling of the song through that?
when we were thinking about uh, what to kind of film, we definitely wanted to kind of portray like adolescence, like
Hmm.
formative years, and the feeling of being a bit naive. And I think having Scarlett, the young kid, like absolutely rip, was yeah, a good symbol for like naivety and being young, and
Yeah.
that's what we felt. But we kind of we went to our friend Mia, who just is like video photography extraordinaire, and she does
Yeah.
everything for us. And we said, hey, this is how what the song's about, how we kind of want the music video to feel, and she kind of just took it from there. And yeah, she got like an incredible crew, and Scarlett as well, who is just absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Like she's so talented.
That was so
It's
cool to
cool. Like,
watch.
yeah, she's absolutely insane. And like we're so grateful to her for coming out and shooting. And I'm sure she would have rather have done something else on like a Monday night up in the Perth Hills. But yeah, it's cool. I think it's a pretty unique video, and I think when we've spoken about the video, it feels like something that just kind of feels very us. I think Mia
Yeah.
gets us and sees the vision, and yeah, we're really stoked that it came out, and we're excited for people to see it.
Yeah, awesome. It's a really cool video, and I think it's great when you're able to connect with other creatives and you're just on the same wavelength and you're able to portray what you want to. It's almost like an unspoken language, like you can just connect.
Yeah, 100%. We definitely feel that way with Mia. She's the best.
This is the first track from your forthcoming EP, Maybe, which is coming out in July, so not too much longer to wait. What else can fans expect from this project? You've already mentioned that's a little bit darker, a little bit heavier, but is there anything else that, people might not be expecting?
It's a hard EP to describe because everything feels really cohesive, and
Yeah.
it's similar, but we also show a little bit of like how we want to start approaching songwriting. And
Hmm.
there's some moments on the EP that are different, and there's a slow one on there, and it feels quite
Oh,
intimate and
cool.
personal. But I think the EP definitely shows that we weren't afraid to try using different instruments and using new stuff
Yeah.
when we were recording. I think we try to approach recording not like a three piece. Like you
Okay.
have your limitations when you play live, but there was kind of we went in with no rules really. I don't know what to expect. Like we've been waiting on this music for a while, and we
Yeah.
wanted to really take our time and use time as a resource so that when we started the process that we were just super ready and we could give it our all. Like I think we're all super proud of what we've made, and I think yeah, we really just wanted to make sure we could give it its best effort and commit as hard to the project as we could.
That's awesome. How do you think this EP recording and the process is differed from the first one?
Oh, it's tricky. I think approaching songwriting as a group of like 5 songs can be a bit stressful, but
Yeah.
um, we kind of challenged ourselves a bit, and
Hmm.
the when something's time sensitive, you can
Yeah.
sometimes get really good results, sometimes really bad, and we've had we've had times where it's not gone as great, but I think we're super proud of this process. I feel super grateful that I get to do this with my 2 best mates, and we get to
Yeah.
go in and record something we've always dreamed of doing, and it's great that we get to experience it as friends. And I think I think the process has been great.
Yeah, it's really cool that you're able to do this project and something you love with your best mates. But it also sounds like, the first EP, there wasn't as much as a time crunch. You didn't have like
Mm.
this deadline. You've released your music and now people want more. So now with the second EP, you want it to be perfect, but you've got a bit of a deadline and people are hungry for new stuff. So a little bit more stressful.
Yeah, it's been killing us not putting out any music.
Oh,
Like
really?
we've been so ready for this for so long, but we really did just want to make sure that we could do it right and give it what it deserved, I guess, like on the visual side, and yeah, really trying hard to kind of portray like a message and get the EP across as well as we could.
Yeah, awesome. Well, you want to be proud of what you're putting out and, you want it to be something that you put all this effort into, you want it to be complete. So we're very excited for it. Now, do you think that fans on the East Coast might be seeing Polly anytime soon, especially with this EP being released?
Short answer, yes. I think
Awesome.
won't say too much, but
Okay.
there'll be some news soon. I think we want every aspect to kind of have its own moment, and
Yeah.
yeah, there'll be some news soon. So
All
we're
right. We'll
very
just have to
excited.
hang tight.
Yeah, not too long though.
Okay, cool. It would be really cool if we could get Polly on some festival lineups over on the other side because you've been doing an amazing job with a good festival run on the West Coast. So now we just need to get you over to the other side of Australia.
Yeah, we're super excited. We'd love to play some festivals. We're so keen to come over east, and yeah, be exciting. I think we got an exciting run coming up. So
Awesome.
yeah, very
Well,
keen.
don't forget to come down south as well once every once in a while.
Of course. No, keen to come to Adelaide. Heard incredible things. Some great things coming out of Adelaide. Gather around and
Live
Tullamarine,
Rolf
some
and
some big hitters. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we won't say no to a poly gig. So you guys are from Western Australia and you started releasing music last year. So what's it been like diving into the scene as an emerging artist or emerging band? Is there anything that's kind of surprised you guys?
I mean, I think like talk to any band in Perth and they'll tell you how great it is. Like it
Mm.
is such a tight knit community, and it's such a community that feels like it prioritizes up and coming artists. And we've got great venues, great people in the scene. Everyone seems to know each other. And if you don't know each other, then it seems like you'll eventually bump into each other. So I think just starting up, it's such a good environment to be in. I think we have had like geographical challenges on the West
Yeah.
Coast, but I think the opportunities that kind of will come up make it all worth it. And I mean, seems like everyone says there's something in the water in WA with
Yeah.
music. I think so many incredible bands from Perth, and it seems like you have to be gone for a while before you can make it to the East Coast. But then you've almost got your reps in. That by the time you go over east, you're so locked, and um, I think it's great. WA's the place to be, and wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen and what I've heard, WA music is fantastic. And yeah, it seems like a really close, tight-knit community. And I know WA is known for like the surf rock and the indie rock music, but you guys have an amazing scene in pop, especially R&B and hip hop. Like you've got everything over there. You're sorted.
Yeah, it's great. Like it's such a diverse scene, and there's just so many acts coming out of Perth at the moment that
Yeah,
are bound to do so well.
absolutely. Well, thank you very much for catching up with me, Will, and make sure you stay tuned for the new EP Maybe coming out in July, and give Doubt a spin if you haven't already. Thanks heaps.
Thanks so much.